Welcome back to the call-in in Birmingham, and I have been joined by Othon Nikolaidis.
Hello.
Some of you may recognise the name. He drew Briar, he drew Yenderai, Necria, Sandakai.
Storm of Sandakai, yes.
When you go past the table, when I went past the table before anybody got in, and I was just like, oh my God. I looked at the playmats and just went, oh my goodness, you drew all these. I mean, when you have it laid out on how many inspirational cards that you have actually done, it is amazing. Luminar Ascension.
Yeah, that was my first card. Yeah. Actually, it's kind of a surprise even for me because I work on these pieces over time. Like I think I've been working for Flesh and Blood for the last 2 years, 2.5 maybe. My first card was Luminar Ascension, and even when I myself see all these things gathered together in one table, on one table actually, I'm like, okay, I've done enough, to justify me being happy for it. And then the fans come out and they're like, oh my God, I love this so much, and it's it's the best thing. It's the
reward, because you spend hours. I mean, I said to you, I mean, I'm pretty ignorant about, I can't draw for toffee, okay? You know what I mean? And it's just like, I said, oh, how long does this take? And you were like, yeah, 2 weeks. I was like, pardon? And you were like, yeah, that's just a concept sketch. That's not even the actual sketch. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And if you're being commissioned for like maybe 3-4 cards a set, how many cards a set do they ask you to do?
That depends. It goes with production cycles. I'm guessing it could be 6 cards. It could be 3, 4. Usually up to 6, maybe. I can't remember the Dynasty ones because it was a very big set, and if I remember correctly, it had a big production time, and I did many cards for them. But yeah, it's many cards, and it's over months, and it's back and forth, and I'm sending the concept sketches or the early drawings for the compositions, and they're sending me back like, this is nice, but let's change this, and it's it's rolling all the time. And then I do the illustration, which usually is the last part, and it takes me usually 2 weeks, right, to get it straight, and then maybe we'll have some corrections in the end, either color corrections or maybe some details that are not in place. The art director wants something very specific, and we have to work this out, and it's rolling.
Okay, so if we focus on that, what was the easiest one to do?
The easiest one.
So you just went, that's the concept. They give you the concept, and then you do a sketch, and you just go, wow, that went really smoothly, and it's through, and I'm really happy. They're really happy. Signed off. No idea what the card's going to actually be, but it's just like that one just clicked.
Luminar Ascension was pretty easy, but they gave me very specific, not specific exactly, but they gave me directions, and I really clicked. Then it must be Ornate Tessen, I think, and maybe Berserk. I don't know if that says anything about me, but and Phantasmal, what's it called?
Phantasmaclasm? Did you do that one?
Phantasmal what? I can't remember Phantasmal. It's the lady with the flute, playing the flute, and the other lady is asleep, and she's drawing away her soul.
Okay, someone will know that one. I don't know that off the top of my head. I've moved on to Drone.
Yeah, these were easier for me to make.
Okay.
Or I don't know, maybe they didn't have such very specific things that they wanted me to do. Okay. Blood on Her Hands was quite easy as well.
All right, okay. So let's flip the question. What was the hardest?
Necria.
Easy.
Easy.
It's amazing how the hard ones really stick in your mind.
Easy. Necria. That was the hardest. Okay. I think 21 composition tests, 21 different composition sketches.
Blimey. Okay.
That's
must be nice though to think that, okay, that took so long to do. 20 times you had to go at it before it was signed off, but at the end of it, that is one of the Marvel cards.
Yes.
That's like, if you know, if you get it in cold 40, oh, that's the money card. You know, he just like, that must be quite satisfying when you go, you know, I have got a card that people are actually seeking out and having in a specific collection.
I think that the goal every time, each and every time, for every card, no matter how important it is or how not important it is, it might be a token. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even though I think characters are
Tokens
tokens,
pretty-
yeah. Still, you know, every card, my goal and the art director's goal and the whole team from the LSS is for the card to be a knockout, if at all possible. So, you know, it doesn't matter how many times we go back and forth, as long as the result is knockout. So, you know, it's I can't have any less than that. I
you,
don't like it.
The cadre of artists that LSS have put together, you know, everybody knows, like, you know, Fab has got amazing art. It's got,
Yeah.
you know, it is, I consider it the best art for any card game. Do you, like, are all the artists like in a big Discord group? You know what I mean? Like, you know the artists for Fab. Do you all kind of get together and just go, oh, you know, I'm working on sort of like these, you know, to kind of bounce ideas around, or is it simply...
No, well, at least for my part, I'm a bit of a reckless.
Yeah.
I live in Greece, and you know, I travel maybe once a year to these events.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't have any connections specifically to the other artists.
Okay.
I do communicate with the team at LSS,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
art directors and stuff. I've met artists through these events.
Yeah, 'cause
I've met
Thomas is here
Federico.
today,
Yeah,
yeah.
I met Thomas, right? And you know, we talk, we exchange some ideas. But unfortunately, at least for me, I don't get to talk to them outside these events. It's difficult for me.
Yeah.
That's why I intend to travel a bit more and see them more at events and stuff. Maybe at some point, you know, we'll get to talk to each other more, but we'll see. It's just no, there's not a big Discord that, you know, we share ideas and bounce around.
Yeah.
Usually this is the part where the art director comes in.
Yeah.
And Sam Young and Mary Jane, and you know,
They do an amazing job.
yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it must be very difficult to manage. I don't know how many artists there are right now working for Flesh and Blood.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, having all these people to manage their works and their workloads and keep a deadline and keep a production, you know, going. I'm not sure if any of these things I'm saying here is violating my NDA. I hope not. But
No, you're not. Thing is, you're not spoiling ideas for cards. You're not giving away concepts for ideas for the next set. I don't want you to do that.
I would
you know,
do that anyway.
Everybody wants to go, what's the next juice? What are you doing? What? Yeah, I can't wait.
Nope, sorry,
but
sorry,
it's
people,
not.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
sorry.
put you in that position. But you've got, like, Aiden's come on there, big fan. So yeah.
Thank you.
So your queue has been huge. Your queue has been huge today. You know, I came over, so any chance for an interview, and you're like, I've got so many cards to sign. That is a sign from the community that you are so well loved and respected. That when you look at that table, you've always got a crowd around you.
Well,
That is you know, the mark that, you know, how much we respect your artwork.
actually, I want to say a big thank you to all the people in the community. I mean, from Lille, which was my first experience with the Flesh and Blood community in general. It was really amazing. I saw people from all over the world, and everybody was like very kind, very supportive. They were enjoying the work, and they were very communicative about it. And that's the biggest thing I can take away back home and be happy about, because just like I think I told you before, that I usually work, you know, on my computer in my office all day. Sometimes I don't get to see the light of the sun too much. So much drama, by the way. But you know, when I come to the events, it's like everybody's coming in and they're like, oh, sign the card. Oh, I love what you did there. I love what you did there. And that is the best thing that I can get out of these events. That the fact that people enjoy the artwork, and they sometimes they identify with it, sometimes they really get inspired by it. I've heard people who were like, I started the game because I saw Lumina Ascension and I decided that I would play, or people who came with their nail art of Briar,
Oh my god.
which was amazing. I was like, what are you talking about? Somebody went through the trouble of drawing Briar's face on somebody's fingernail. I'm like, dude. Anyway, it's been excellent. It's been an excellent experience, and it's same here today as well. And I'm guessing for the next 2 days. So
Yeah, well, there's going to be more people tomorrow. This is just like warm-up day.
it is. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need
okay.
a stamp. Yeah, that's my
yeah.
signature. That's just
Yeah,
like,
but if I do a stamp, then it's not
really you.
unique.
Yeah, indeed.
Exactly.
Because when I tried to grab you and you said to the next person in line, it's like, right, okay, yeah, I promised Barry I'll come over. And then you were like, how many cards have you got? And he went, I've got 21 cards. And I was like, oh my goodness. This is like, well, you get the whole deck signed. It's like, Christ.
Yeah, well, thankfully he was like, okay, I'll just give you 12. And I'm like, okay, sure, I can work with that.
But it must give you, like, you know, exhaustion as an artist and having ideas. There's going to be days where you really struggle to go, right, okay, I need to put something onto paper. But like remembering days like these is the times where you just go, I need a little lift. And like these days give you a little lift.
No, not a little, kind of a huge lift, to be honest. But really, when you're working as a professional, even the days when you're stumped or you feel very tired, usually you've found a way to work through it. You just sit down and start, doing ideas. At some point, something will stick.
Yeah.
But knowing that this will be appreciated at some point in the future, because not many people have seen it yet, or even from the art director, like, at the end of the card, thank you so much, great work, this one. That, it's a big thing. It's a big thing, especially when you're working like, full time on this.
Yeah.
It's great. And then I get to remember these times. I mean, in Lille, it was kind of like my vacation for that year. Here, this event, it's going to be my vacation for this year, practically, because it's so many good vibes and so many people, so many happy people, and so many good people together. And
I'm hoping, I mean, Spain's not too far away. That's in November. I hope you can get to Worlds, and then see more European crowd.
I would like to do that actually, but it depends on more than myself, I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens, and I'll see what happens with my program as well, because I have to do some cards. In the meantime, maybe I can neither confirm nor deny.
All work and no play makes Othon a dull boy. So we have to.
Well, that is true.
We have to lift you up and hold you.
Gladly.
Nice. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. I will
thank you.
come with some cards tomorrow.
Sure.
It'll only be 1 or 2, but no, I would appreciate getting a signature. Thank you.
All right, sure. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.